A former WWE employee has filed a federal lawsuit accusing executive Vince McMahon and another former executive of serious sexual misconduct. Today is Friday, January 26th, 2024, and this is the Dunkley Report. A former WWE employee has filed a federal lawsuit accusing executive Vince McMahon and another former executive of serious sexual misconduct. Janelle Grant worked in the company's legal and talent departments. Her lawsuit, filed Thursday, also includes allegations that McMahon forced her into a sexual relationship in order for her to get and keep a job, and passed around pornographic pictures and videos of her to other WWE employees. McMahon stepped down as WWE's CEO in 2022 amid an investigation into allegations that match those in the lawsuit. He did not immediately comment. WWE's parent company says it is taking the allegations seriously. A Seattle man, who police say has been stalking and harassing Taylor Swift, has been ordered held without bail after he was arrested multiple times in recent days in front of the pop star's home in Manhattan's Tribeca neighborhood. David Crow was arraigned Thursday in Manhattan Criminal Court on a misdemeanor charge of second-degree criminal contempt. The 33-year-old was also ordered to undergo a psychiatric exam. Prosecutors said Crow violated a protective order issued Wednesday, mandating he stay away from Swift and her home. Crow's attorney in the public defender's office didn't respond to an email seeking comment Thursday. Nicole Kidman launches a new 6-episode series called Expats Friday on Amazon Prime Video. Directed by Lulu Wang, the story follows Kidman, Sarayu Blue, and Ji Young Yu as expats living in Hong Kong, whose lives become intertwined by tragedy. Wang, who wrote and directed the 2019 movie The Farewell, was also the showrunner. Taking the job was a challenge for Wang, and one that Kidman was happy to help push forward using her clout, experience, and production company. The Oscar winner says her interests lie in helping those coming up in the industry. Billy Idol normally takes advantage of riding his motorcycle on Super Bowl Sunday, knowing there's hardly any traffic, because millions are glued to their televisions. But this year, Idol's bike won't be leaving his garage on game day. Instead, the legendary British rocker will be strolling on stage in Las Vegas to headline a pre-game concert ahead of the big game on February 11th, just outside Allegiant Stadium, where the NFL's two best teams face off. The 68-year-old Idol recently chatted with the Associated Press about his upcoming performance, his recent Hoover Dam show, hitting Broadway someday, and working on his new album. The Associated Press has won a prestigious broadcast journalism award for 20 Days in Mariupol, its documentary on the war in Ukraine, produced with PBS Frontline. The documentary was among 15 winners of the 2024 duPont-Columbia Awards, announced at a ceremony at Columbia University in New York on Thursday. 20 Days in Mariupol chronicles Russia's siege of the Ukrainian port city and the international journalists who remained, documenting Russia's atrocities and capturing enduring images of the war. The film has also been nominated for Best Documentary at the Academy Awards, marking the AP's first Oscar nomination in the 100 78-year-old news organization's history. Time isn't inverting. Christopher Nolan's Tenet is coming back to movie theaters for a week, including on IMAX 70mm and other large format screens. Warner Bros. Discovery said Thursday that the limited re-release of Nolan's Mindbender starring John David Washington will begin on February 23rd. The showings will also feature new footage from Denis Villeneuve's Dune Part 2, which opens a week later. Nolan said in a statement that, seeing the way audiences responded to our large format presentations of Oppenheimer, I'm thrilled that Warner Brothers is giving audiences a chance to see Tenet the way it was intended to be seen. Fresh off his Oscar nomination, Colman Domingo has joined the upcoming Michael Jackson biopic, Michael, to play the pop star's domineering father, Joe Jackson. Lionsgate announced Thursday that Domingo has been cast in Antoine Fuqua's currently in production film. On Tuesday, Domingo was nominated for Best Actor by the Academy Awards for his performance as the civil rights activist Bayard Rustin in Rustin. Joe Jackson, who died in 2018, was the controversial patriarch of a musical family, launching the Jackson 5 and the solo careers of Michael and Janet. But he was also an alienating manager and abusive father, whose children later in life distanced themselves. Michael is scheduled to open in theaters in April next year. The 2024 Grammy Awards are fast approaching, and it's never too early to plan your viewing experience. Hosted once again by comedian Trevor Noah, the 66th Grammy Awards will take place Sunday, February 4, at the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles. The main show will air live on CBS and Paramount Plus, beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern. Paramount Plus with Showtime subscribers can watch live and on demand. Paramount Plus. Essential subscribers can stream the 2024 Grammy Awards the day after the ceremony. The Associated Press will also stream a 3-hour red carpet show with interviews and fashion footage. Former New Orleans District Attorney Harry Connick Sr. has died at age 97. An obituary distributed by his son and namesake, Harry Connick Jr., says Connick died peacefully at his home in New Orleans on Thursday with his family by his side. The senior Connick was popular as a prosecutor and as a part-time crooner who moonlighted in New Orleans cabarets. He retired after 3 decades as a district attorney, but he was later dogged by revelations of cases in which his office apparently withheld evidence that could help defendants. He defended his legacy in a 2012 newspaper interview. Funeral arrangements are pending. A judge has conditionally released U.S. rapper Tekashi 6ix9ine after he was arrested in the Dominican Republic last week on domestic violence charges. The rapper, whose real name is Daniel Hernandez, was ordered to pay a $510 deposit, undergo government counseling, and meet with authorities every 2 months until they conclude their investigation into allegations that he assaulted his girlfriend, a Dominican rapper known as Yaylene. The judge also issued protection orders for both sides on Thursday. It is the second time that Hernandez is arrested in the Dominican Republic. Authorities detained him in October after he was accused of assaulting a local music producer. Today's news was reported by the Associated Press. This has been the world news for Friday, January 26, 2024. Thanks again for joining us at The Dunkley Report.